So
However, Ted, well, better than I thought I was going to do.
the first thing I would say is that it is totally not your fault that this happened.
Are you talking to me or the group?
I am talking to you, and I am including the group in that. But don't
I
don't
heard whose fault it was.
uh-huh, you did. So, all right. So they're loading clearly loading a body into the helicopter. Um, as they come out, the two KE officers, they hit their shoulder radios, and um, the grid guide releases the car so they can start driving away, and they're working on shooing the rubberneckers out so they can bring an investigator in to see what had happened.
I think I'm gonna pick myself up a dock wagon contract.
Yeah, as
Take
long
care
as
of
you're not an
Seattle. But
extraterritorial property.
I believe that is easily doable. I don't even
yep.
believe I have to roll on it.
Nope.
Hmm. Throw matrix perception at the helicopter before it takes off.
Okay.
Assuming that that's what they loaded her into.
Yep, that is.
Uh, 6.
Uh huh.
Is it slave to anything?
It is slave to something. Yes, the helicopter is.
That's what I thought. Yeah, this ought to be fun. I have to trace it. Oh, lovely. This will be fun. Yeah. Hack on the fly on the helicopter.
Oh boy.
What? No, no, no,
Actually,
no,
no.
no.
Well, no, I want to track the helicopter because I want to know where they take her. Actually, no. Well, was the bracelet slave to anything?
Well, the bracelet, I guess, was. I don't know
Is
if
it a
it's.
standalone?
I mean, it basically sends a burst transmission. I don't think it'd be slave to anything.
Okay, in that case, I hacked the bracelet, and I can track the bracelet to figure out where they take her, rather than have to deal with brute forcing my or hacking my way through dock wagons.
Okay, good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Matrix perception on the. Did I have any questions on the bracelet? I saw it, but did
Right.
I get any questions on it?
You can ask. How many did you get on that bracelet?
I don't remember. I'm looking back now.
You got a lot, so yeah, you got questions.
7. Um, device rating.
One.
Oh, yeah, going for 2 marks on the bracelet.
Okay.
So it's the -4. Ugh, 4.
I'm not going to bother rolling because it's only going to roll 2 dice to resist. So you've got 2
Yep.
marks.
And trace icon on the bracelet. Two.
Okay.
So theoretically, if it rolls 2 successes, it could.
Okay. We're able to trace that icon.
Okay. Yeah, I swap out. What am I ditching? Matrix. Um. Ditch smoke and mirrors in exchange for fly on the wall, and so that my Overwatch goes up significantly slower. And keep an eye on my Overwatch score, and just keep following this thing to see where they fly it to.
They are going to fly it to Seattle General because that is where the best public morgue that is not dock wagon is, and she only had a basic, so she doesn't rate the dock wagon morgue.
Even wait a minute. So yeah, I'll keep an eye on my Overwatch score and just keep watching. They take her to the morgue and wait for her to move, or for them to do something that indicates that they're removing the bracelet or whatever else.
Okay. So,
And yeah, watching my Overwatch score, make sure. I mean, if it gets to like 30-ish or so, or after God knows how long that'll take, at that point, yeah, I'll dump it. But I want to keep an eye on it as long as I can.
I believe it is 4 Overwatch per hour.
Fly on the wall slows it down.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll be there a while, but
Hmm.
does anybody have any medical knowledge? I will take a medicine skill at -2.
Closest I've got is drugs.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
only have first aid.
all right. So, everybody can now is free to move about the city, as you are tracking that it is sitting in the morgue, and sitting in the morgue, and sitting in the morgue. It that body's not moving. Like with fly in the wall active, you were able to watch that thing for like days. So
Well,
how long do you want to watch? Because I know that slab typically takes a while to wear off.
yeah, it's like a day.
Yeah.
I know because we've
I'm
used it
gonna
before to kidnap people, or
keep
you know.
following that car.
Yeah.
All right. So the truck is going to make its way into Snohomish, and let me look at my handy dandy map here. Because gosh, I just don't love Snohomish.
I know, right?
I know
Yeah.
this place is
Everyone
great.
loves Snohomish.
There we go. Yeah. So it'll go into right around the Mill Creek Country Club. And there's this little, like, 3-story office. It looks like a regular, like, corporate office that's been leased out to, like, this A-rated public relations firm or something you don't even know.
Right.
But the truck goes there, and it goes straight to the delivery dock and backs into the delivery dock. And even for this time of night, which is getting on to be about 8, 9 o'clock, there's people there, and the doors open up, and they're unloading boxes and stuff from the truck, and it looks like it's, well, give me a visual perception check. I'll tell you what
Sure.
you see there.
Fucking hell.
I'm gonna edge that.
Okay.
I can keep all 5.
Okay. So with all 5 successes, you see they're unloading. For the most part, it looks like a lot of quality of life stuff. Like you're seeing, like throw pillows from a Bed Bath and Beyond analog. You're seeing fresh
Right.
groceries. You're seeing those 5-gallon jugs of water that are at ubiquitous office coolers everywhere. All sorts of like resupplied stuff for, not for like an office building like 3 stories tall, but for like maybe an office complex of like 30 or 300 to 400 people. Like this thing was packed to the gills full of like food and shit to last like 300 people like a week.
Oh, that's sad. Well, the guy that came in last, I want to matrix perception him. What kind of comm link does he have?
This guy has got a rating 6 Horizon. It's a Transys Avalon, but the Horizon clone.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to hack that. With my sad little dick. All right.
Oh,
So
hey.
let's-
I'm just.
Slab is 10 minus body hours, so if you're going to watch for 7 hours, after 7 hours, you know that body still hasn't moved. So, yeah, whatever you'd like to do Monday. Sorry about that.
No, I'm good for now. I'm not thinking I need to invade that A corporation alone.
Yeah, no.
No, don't you have a coat with like ruthenium polymer coating on it? I mean, I'm
No, I'd probably put something on over that and screw it all up.
Big dramatic scarf.
There you go. Get the conical straw hat so you can stand on a roof and then throw it and then. Let the flames rise behind you is super
I
stealthy.
have the perfect idea for that.
You're gonna Kung Fu Panda, throw the thing as hard as you
Yeah.
can. It goes 9 feet and then swerves
I'll,
off to the
I'll
side.
tell you about it later on.
All right, awesome.
Huh.
All right, so you've got Horizon folks making a big delivery to a small building. You have a decker that might be slabbed and might be dead.
Hmm.
You have an upscale apartment, and you have a not upscale unlocked, unlatched door.
Mhm.
What do you do?
Well,
Do we have a way of contacting the Johnson?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, I am going to contact the Johnson.
Okay.
Provided we have everybody shared the information we have so far.
Oh yeah. That body hasn't moved in
All right, so I'm going to
probably
contact
seven,
him
8 hours.
apparently 7 hours later and tell him that we believe that she committed suicide. Where would he like us to continue? As
Okay.
that lead seems literally dead.
I will also assume that unless you say otherwise, that you are sharing this information because that would be
Yes.
assumed professionalism. I'll say I won't call it assumed competency because I know competent people who are assholes and don't share information. So,
Hmm.
all right. So,
Not pointing fingers at you, Cotton.
So, the Johnson answers, and he kind of sounds like he's chewing on something. He's probably like in the middle of a late dinner. And it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting to hear from you for like 2 or 3 days. What's going on?
Well, apparently we have tried to track her down and she has committed suicide from all apparent traces. So if you would like us to be able to do your heist, then I believe we can continue on with that part of the mission.
Suicide.
So it appears.
Crazy. So yeah, I would like you to continue. Have you found the facility?
Not yet. We're going to try to see if we can get the information off her cyberdeck, perhaps. But other than that, our only lead is literally come up dead. I found a couple people that have Horizon comlinks. I am currently following them to see if they lead to somewhere.
Huh.
But
Well,
I believe I know where the facility may be.
all
But
right.
I need to check and see down if it is linked.
Okay. Keep me apprised. I would like to see this continue. And we'll see where this takes you, as long as it gets done by
Absolutely.
Friday. And he will end the call after that.
Looks like we're searching this place in
All right,
Touristville.
so 3 hits on this one, on the place where they delivered these goods to. Is it a subsidiary of Horizon?
It is.
Okay. So we know Horizon is the place that we're supposed to be hitting, the
Correct.
secret research facility. And we have high rating operatives, apparently, that have gone to this building. I'm thinking this may be the right place.
It does distinctly look like that. Like, well, it is possible that they killed her rather than her killing herself, but yeah, still. Or that that's not her in the morgue, but it seems entirely too likely. But yeah, definitely need to get into her deck, figure out what the hell's going on, and that's going to mean going back to Touristville, presumably.
How about we try going into this building and see if this is what we're looking for?
I'm down for that.
Somebody want to just go walk it in there and look around?
Well, I
I
figured
plan
it'd be a
on-
little more Shadowrun-y than just walking in. Hi guys, are you in a legal operation?
I've seen people try Stranger Things in a cavery once in a while. Maybe 1 in 100 it works. They
I
walk
have
in, they
seen a lot
go,
of
"Hey,
stupid
how's it
people
going?"
do stupid things, but I'm trying
Yeah.
not to do those stupid things.
It's not stupid if it works. I mean, yes, I wouldn't bet on it working, but you know. Yeah, we can sneak in there under the assumption that it is in fact what we're looking for, except that we don't actually know what the thing that we're trying to recover is, except that apparently it's the only thing they're
Well,
doing there. So it should
I was gonna
stand.
say if it's sorry, I was gonna say if it's the only thing, then there's not much else to look for, correct?
We get into the building, we steal the most valuable thing in the building, and we hope for the best.
That
Best thing I've
plan
got.
sounds foolproof.
Though I am still curious what's in her deck, and the easiest way to get that is to go back, reclaim it, and just plug into it and get in there. But we can do that as part of casing the target facility in preparation for our incursion.
Yeah.
I plan on picking up the summoning skill and using a search power, but that's going to take me a couple hours to actually learn.
So I would like to note, I have Colfina, the fortune teller, as a contact. If
Oh
we would
my-
all like to spend
Holy,
some edge, we can turn to the mystical arts.
holy shit! Be still, my beating heart.
I know there's 2 people that have Colfina.
I didn't think
Yeah.
anybody had Colfina.
Surprise!
Katie grabbed her.
Holy crap!
Hey man, I had bad luck. I had bad luck until 2 days ago.
Maybe you didn't get rid of it as well as you thought.
Checking the area for security. All right, so you see the usual cameras. Like there's a parking lot. Parking lot has a few cars in it. Certainly not enough for a large facility that would be taking in all this food and stuff. The lamps that illuminate that parking lot all have the ubiquitous black domes that suggest security cameras. So they've definitely got coverage of the parking lot and exterior. You can see there's a camera on the loading dock. There's a camera on the front door. There's basically a camera on all exits. Although there are blind spots at the corners, and you don't see anything on you can't see onto the roof, but you don't see any cameras hanging off of the roof.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to because he's the world's worst fixer, but it's 14. I need a better fixer.
Okay, so there you
So
are.
let's see. So yeah, we get to look at the place, figure out what's there. Yeah, once I eventually get sick of verifying that the body hasn't started moving again and is still in the morgue, which is kind of bizarre. Well, it seems more and more likely that Horizon killed her rather than the other way around, but, whatever. Except why would she be smiling? Except that, well, maybe she decided, fuck you all, I'm going to. Well, anyway.
How many hours has it been?
If you are waiting past the slab, it would be 8 hours. If you are not, if you're in between that time, it's going to be about 9:30, 10 o'clock when Monday calls in with the building and
Ouch.
security setup.
Never mind on that.
You would be expecting a guard shack that says security on it with a Barney with his feet up, fast asleep, and or watching TV at the same time. Contact test just for giggles. One success back. No, I haven't heard anything from Jinx.
Alright, let's see what else can I do about this.
You let me know when I get that summoning skill.
I am going to say that at sunrise you will have it.
All right, you let me know when that is.
As soon as they let me.
Right, so we're going to go forward with the assumption that this is our target. Actually, yeah. Who wants to go back to Touristville, collect our deck, and see what else we can find in that place without getting ourselves blown up? Someone knows something
I
about
will be taking
explosives
a
and
nap in the
traps.
car because I have
I
been
am
spending 7
occupado.
hours to check this place out.
All
Yep.
right.
Lost, empty. We're going to Touristville. It's going to be great. We're going to figure out what the hell is in this place. We're going to toss it. We're going to see what she found out, so that we don't have to waste time duplicating her effort, and possibly find something, including her grand plan to fake her own death to avoid being killed. If I'm that lucky, I doubt I am though. Well, I might be.
If you guys would like, I mean, I know a lady who's good with the cards. She could point us in the right direction.
Sure. What's the worst that could happen? Let's go talk to your friend with the cards, and then we'll go see this.
Are we doing this that night or waiting until Tuesday?
Is
Might as
she
well
awake?
talk to. I mean, maybe. Common sense. Would Colfina be awake at whatever time it is right now?
Yeah. Common sense would dictate that you check her matrix site and you'd see that the hours are she's a night owl. She's up at all hours because that's what fortune tellers do. They
Right.
are always
Okay.
up when you walk in
Mhm.
because they know you're coming.
So they wake
Of
up in
course.
advance.
Right.
Yeah, well, this is the first time I've used this contact. First time I've ever seen it implemented, so let's do this.
All right. This is exciting. Do do do. There she is. All right.
Be sure to roleplay her, right?
So you you get in the car and you head off coincidentally towards Touristville because that's where Colfin is at. And you pull up off of the beaten path, get out of the car, go down an alleyway, down a second alleyway, and then off to the third alleyway, and it's getting progressively darker. And then there's the little hanging icicle lights that make it look like there's little stars and stuff going on, and the gypsy kitsch is getting stronger and stronger as you can smell the incense and the other smells that are coming from the door as you turn the corner. And sure enough, there's a door in a garbage-strewn alleyway with garbage cans. There's a howling alley cat that bounds out of a garbage can as you turn around the corner and runs across your path. It's not black though; it's cool. And you can smell a combination of frankincense and somebody said they had street drugs, right?
Yes.
Okay, you can definitely smell deep weed.
Not a surprise.
Right. And there is a neon sign there that has a picture of a hand, and underneath it says fortune teller in blue neon, and underneath that there is a flickering sign that says open, and the light is on.
And we'll
How
walk right in.
convenient.
Okay. So you walk in, and you hear the door, the little bell ring as the door opens and smacks it, and you walk inside, and this place is draped in silks. There's bookcases with real books on them. There's one of those bead doorways that leads into a back room, and even through the bead doorway, you can see a table there with a crystal ball. And there's all you see at first is a pair of hands, and they're well tanned, and they look kind of thin, and there's some cards laid out. And then you hear a voice in the back that goes, "No, please come in. Come through the back. Come in.
Of course.
Follow Auntie
How are you-
and
All right.
How are you doing this evening, Miss Colfina?
Oh, I just knew that somebody was coming in. And come in, have a seat. And coincidentally, there are 3 chairs there on the other side of this table in this crystal ball from this woman that's got dark hair and glowing green eyes, and what looks to be like the fine silk, like almost like gypsy garb, and the sleeveless white silk vest, and there's gold necklaces and rings hanging off of her, and she's got the big hoop earrings and a nice flashy like silk turban that's keeping most of her hair bound up. And she just takes a look at the three of you and says, "Oh well, you brought friends. That's wonderful." She's kind of swaying a bit. She looks like she's high.
Mm.
So, what can Madame Colfina do for you tonight?
Well, my associates and myself, we are running a bit of an investigation, and we've seemed to run into a dead end. And as a man of the cards myself, I usually turn to help for people that know the cards a little bit better than I do.
Oh, oh, of course. I understand. So, let's see here. Yes, of course. And so she takes her deck of cards and she scoops them up, and you see her go into a very expert shuffle and cut. She goes through and then she shuffles through. She cuts, places the deck in front of Auntie. Says, "Cut, please."
Auntie will pick it up and do a good try cut.
Okay. And then she'll take the cards back, and she'll shuffle again, and she puts them in front of Helleter. Says, "Cut the cards, please."
Reaches out, picks up about half the cards, moves them over, sets them down.
And she picks them up, shuffles one last time, puts it in front of the lost. "Cut, please."
She does a try cut. She seems like she rolls her eyes when she does it, though.
Colfina will take the cards, and she shuffles them through, draws the first card at the top, looks at it, looks at the three of you, looks at the card again, puts the card back in the deck at the bottom, and then cuts twice more.
That's not good.
And as she's shuffling, she finally finishes, puts the deck
Every
down,
day.
and says, "There are two more in your team, aren't there?" No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I know these things. The cards know. The cards know everything. And she starts
course.
dealing cards. And she just starts going through and does a standard Celtic cross. So she puts 4 cards down, and then 4 up on the side, and she's going through reading them, and then finally she's like, okay. This is... here's the answer. And she pulls the first card. And it is the devil. She says, the chains that bind, vice and slavery. Your dead end was a slave to something, someone, maybe. Perhaps someone had ensnared her heart or her mind. She puts the card down. And then she draws a second one, places it in front of you, and it is the Emperor upside down. So she crossed somebody that she was paid to watch. She fell afoul of the enemy. And because she fell afoul of the enemy, they ensnared her, and in the end, they took her away. So, tell me all about your investigation.
Well, we were hired by a gentleman of let's just say he's quite well off. He hired us to look into one of his associates that he hired to check up on her, to see how she's doing with her own legwork, since it's been a while since she reported it. As we continued investigation on this person, it became very apparent that they were extremely paranoid. To the point that, like, setting up booby traps, scheduling meets, and basically not showing up, but keeping a watchful eye on it. And as we followed her back to an apartment, a body was carried out.
Well. She holds out her hand. Cross my palm, if you please. And she does the
And
little pay me sign.
Auntie's gonna take out a cred stick.
Okay. And if you want her to do this, it's going to cost you 5 edge amongst the party.
Yep. I have the most edge, so if people do not want to spend edge on this, let me know and I will
I'll
I ain't
try to
doing
cover
shit.
the costs.
I'll throw one in.
I will throw one in as well.
So is that one from each?
Sounds like it.
Yep.
All right. So she takes the cred stick and she holds it in both hands like it was a popsicle stick, and then she hides it behind one, hides it back out, returns it, and it is that much lighter for her services. And Colfina smiles and says, "Yes, this makes sense. So your person was hired by the Rich Johnson to watch the evil. I wouldn't call him a Johnson, maybe more of a Smith. And this Smith, we will call him, caught wind of her machinations and ensnared her. Took her away from the Rich Johnson and into his camp, and she was going to run away to be with him. And so stopped talking with the Rich Johnson to decide and to go be with the Smith. And she was in the middle of her plans, and then you arrived. And I imagine that she was told that if she was discovered, that if she were to fling herself away into the night with reckless abandon, that he would catch her in his arms and they would be together forever. And so she killed herself, believing that he would
What
come
the
for
dick?
her. Oh yeah, this dude's totally a prick. This seems like something that a magician with the powers of suggestion would do, maybe with some sort of conditioning of that a corporation of much repute would have as their modus operandi, so to speak. And with these cards, the Devil and the Emperor reversed, I am certain that your Smith, I will call him, is the reason for her death, but her death will lead you straight to him. I believe that she has left something behind when she was of sound mind in a place that he is not aware of, a place that he has not been. The place where you found her, he has been there. But there is another place. There is another one. You will find what you need there, I'm certain of it.
Alright. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down, Colfina. Thank you.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. And she'll lean back in her chair, smiling like the Cheshire Cat.
We'll be on our way. But I can expect to see you next week for poker, correct?
Oh, of course. I love your money. I love it.
Then we're done
Alright,
here.
Take care. We're done here. Thank you for your help, miss.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you.
Have fun storming the office, boys. And there you go.
Right. So where else would we look that we haven't that he
The
might not have
safe
known about?
house.
The safe house, yes. Again, go back to the safe house and search the whole place and see what we find. Other than, of course, whatever trap is waiting there, which we can probably circumvent without too much trouble.
She was a hacker. You're a hacker. I'm sure you can figure something out.
Yes, getting into her cyber deck is not the problem. It's getting past whatever's behind the door that I'm going to leave to the rest of you. But I need a nap
Okie dokie.
and a taco.
Tacos.
I love tacos. I can't believe I lived almost my entire life having never eaten tacos.
All right.
So
We'll move on to the next day then. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Okay. So does anybody have insomnia?
I do not.
I believe I do.
Okay. If you want to get edge back, you will have to roll the insomnia roll.
Please hold.
And insomnia is willpower plus intuition.
Okay. And that's threshold 4?
Threshold 4.
Okay. God, so many tabs.
Oh,
Holy
you were totally able to get your edge back. That's awesome. Everybody else has their taco sandwiches and hot dog pizzas, and are able to. Everybody recovers an edge. You get an edge.
But-
You get an edge.
Before we start this day's activities,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
I'm going to take a hit and do the addiction test so I can get rid of my withdrawal penalty.
Okay.
Because I've been operating at -2 on everything.
That is always a problem. So let's see. We need to get in there and take a look around, see what we see inside there, and then
Drugs are bad. Okay.
getting addicted to drugs
Damn
is
it.
bad.
Okay, moderate it is then.
Yup.
Did someone's addiction just get worse?
You're feeling the need.
Do we need to pick something up for you to help out?
No, I have some.
Take the edge off.
Just checking. All right. So we go back, we figure out what's going on, we search this place. Objections, other ideas, things we need to be considering.
I have no objections. If you guys don't want to do it, I will.
I have no problem with doing it. I mean, I don't have to. Casa?
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure, you don't have a problem with us continuing to, going back there. Take a further look, do some thorough searching of the
Did you,
place, see what we can find.
I assume you shared the full details of what was said.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Well, we sit down, we have our tacos, and
In the voice that comes like that from an innocent child, didn't she say it was someplace that he didn't know?
a place that the other one didn't know. The one from, I'm guessing the one from Horizon didn't know, not the one from
Not Horizon. The one from Not Horizon, yeah.
the one. Yeah, he
I-
was referring to the one that the one from Horizon didn't know, not the one from NeoNet didn't know.
Yep, there we go. I was gonna say.
Unless
I know
I've-
that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this over with real quick then.
Okay.
Great.
You are 99.999% sure that it is the safe house.
All right, who's
I
going
was
up?
pretty sure of that anyway.
Yeah. So was I. I'm like, okay, we'll go there. We'll check it out. We'll see what's in her cyber deck, and then we'll go from there.
I'll go check it out if nobody else wants to, because they're
Yeah.
scared of the bomb.
It's a scary bomb. It's very scary.
So I will load up demolitions, and I will head inside. I'm going to
Yeah.
put on a disguise before I get up there.
All right.
I mean, I'll
Head in-
go. I haven't actually been in there, so I wouldn't know exactly what's in there.
That's a good disguise roll.
I think I'll stick with the 1.
Okay.
The 5, that's good.
You've got a 5 success disguise. You are now looking like probably Thursday and not Monday.
Yeah, a few days off.
Yeah. Maybe
These things happen.
Saturday.
All right, so I'm going to head to the safe house where the location is at.
Yep, heading along so we can search this place and see what else we can find.
All right. So, most tellingly, the 4th floor is exactly as you left it. That door is still ajar, which is to say that it is a door partially open.
So it's for sneaking past York. All right, I'm going to go to the door. I'm going to roll into scope to check underneath it and see what that thing is that everybody's been worried about.
Okay.
I have demolitions loaded.
Okay. You are 9% sure. No.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So Monday is the sneaky, and
makes no sound.
okay, which once you hit the 4th floor is very obvious. So you have an endoscope.
Yep.
That is amazing and incredible, and thank you. So as
What is that thing?
You run it past the endoscope and you take a look. It looks to be a canister grenade that is hanging from a string.
All right. So I'm going to stand up, make sure I got it first.
Okay.
I thought I had one. All right, so I'm going to just ease the door open just a little bit, and I'm going to hold my hand out underneath the canister.
Okay.
And then I'm going to open the door, and wait, nope. I'm going to see if I can clip the string before I open the door. That way it doesn't pull the pin.
All right. Go ahead and give me your demolitions roll. Because you've downloaded demolitions, by damn, I'm going to let you use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's for the beast spirit, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You have turned the tables, quite literally.
Right. Suck it, beast spirit.
You summon a beast that looks like a cat, and it's just like, yeah, I was just fucking with you. What's up? Okay, so with the demo note suck roll, 2 successes, you reach around the door, and you can feel that string, and you cut the string, and the grenade plops into your hand. And congratulations, you totally have a gas grenade.
Oh.
All right, I will be adding that to my sheet.
Yes.
Awesome.
It is filled with pepper punch.
Best grenade ever.
You can pull the pin and taste it if you want. But
When you're running,
you're,
I can now.
You're,
I can put it on my. I can put it on tacos.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
I put it on my eggs. That stuff's amazing.
Yeah. Pepper punch. I put that shit
All
on
right,
everything.
so now I'm going to step into the room,
All right.
and I'm going to tumble the room to see if I could find anything that's in there.
All right. Go ahead and give me that perception check. Casa, the spirit's like, totes, I'm off.
I'll just roll out his test real quick.
Okay. That's enough. Yep, there's a body there. Matches the person that you're describing.
All right, so after taking a little bit of time, I got 5 successes tumbling this room over.
All right. So, on the coffee table in front of the couch in the living room is a Hermes Chariot cyber deck and 2, I believe they're Hermes icons that are rating 3.
Sounds right, yeah.
And all 3 are on and active. They both have like a billion missed calls And as you're sitting there looking at them, like you'll see one buzz and then stop, and you see the other one buzz and stop, and then you'll see it. I mean, people are definitely trying to get a hold of this dead chick.
Mhm.
Yeah, I imagine.
Fun how that works.
Right. Other things in the apartment, like the fridge is pretty clean, except for it's got 2 boxes of takeout in there. Looks like Chinese. There is nothing in the sink. The bedroom is almost unused, although there are 2 or 3 outfits in the closet.
All right.
And then in the bathroom, there is the usual suite of bathroom products, shampoo, things like that. Bottles of medications. They rattle when you pick them up. Is there anything that you would like to...
I'm taking the comlink, the cyber deck out, and I'm going to head down to meet with the others
Okay.
and the medicine, of course.
All right.
See what she was on.
Sure.
Imagine some heavy antipsychotic.
Give me a perception check on the.
Sure.
She was
I'll
taking
load
500
medicine
milligrams
too.
a day of Viagra?
Oh, that's bad.
Are you comfortable with that level of success?
I've given away. Wait, I got 1 edge back, so I've got
You did.
2 left. So I'll use another one.
Okay.
Good enough.
3 successes. So you're looking through and you see stuff like prednisone, Allegra, serious like anti-allergy medications, and then you see one for like testosterone. And normally you're like, yeah, whatever, and then you shake it and it makes a different kind of rattling sound than the pills do.
I will open it up.
There looks to be a data chip inside.
Perfect. I'll pluck that out.
Okay. And now you have a data chip and a Hermes chariot and 2 Hermes icons.
All right.
And 1 buzzes in your pocket. God.
Which one's buzz?
Uh,
Alright, I'm heading down.
all right.
And you're really gonna have to change the number on those.
Oh,
Eh.
I can almost afford to pay for it. I think with the run money that I make for this, my money's going to be like getting this Hermes chariot.
Keeping the chariot? Yeah, it's like 120 grand.
Yeah, that way I'm not looting.
Mm-hmm.
I like to
Good
pay
enough.
for it.
So, what's on the chip?
I will hand it over to you.
I pop it in.
Hell.
Okay.
I pop it in Metalink and take a look. Is it encrypted and data bombed and whatnot?
It is.
Okay, I pop it out. I plug it in my DAC. And I set about defusing the data bomb. 6 to beat the data bomb.
That data bomb is defused.
And is it encrypted?
It is.
Awesome. I should do something about that.
Probably.
Yeah. Correct file is.
So, yeah, by the time the job is over, I'll have enough to afford this Hermes.
Cool.
That way it's not looting.
All right. So yeah, Monday totally gets a free cyber deck. Suck it now. Well, it's not free, but yeah, you get it.
4. Breaking the encryption.
Nope.
I try again. Must open box. Must know what is in box.
3 strikes, you're out. You're
Nope.
done.
Must open file.
After
Elder's
receiving-
literally sitting there grinding his teeth at the
Yeah,
must.
you
So what's in there?
still, whew, you decrypt the file, and it is a it's a security plan for a certain A-level corporation that is out in Snohomish that is suspiciously exactly like the one that Monday was looking at.
That's
And
convenient.
it's noting that it's 3 stories on top, but there's also 2 floors below, and it is definitely a research facility. It comes with what looks like 5 sets of credentials for a security team, and all that's missing is just the standard biometric information that would make them "quote unquote" legit. It looks like she's got a back door into the system. It may still be active. You are not sure.
We'll find out when we get there. It'll be great. I pop the chip out, reboot my deck,
Okay.
and yeah, send it around to everybody. Take a look. So, it looked like she was a lot closer to being done than anybody thought when she got flipped. So apparently our plan to walk in there is not as crazy or stupid as it might have sounded. Or maybe it is still stupid, but we maybe can make it work.
I think we can make it work.
We just need to attach. What would it be to attach? The biometrics to this thing. Is it just going to be software? Is it going to be forgery?
Forgery.
Oh, do I even have forgery? Fuck, I don't think I have forgery.
I do.
Oh, of course you do. Yeah, you have everything that someone else goes. Damn, I don't have that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So then that. So is there any indication in the security plan of what they might be doing here and where it might be?
So it is very clearly in one of the 2 subterranean levels. I have also just received word that at this point we'll probably have to 2-part it. If everybody is available at the same time next week, we can finish up.
Yes, I will be.
Okay.
I can make sure that I am. Yes.
All right. I typically run at the same time every Monday, so that way, if something like this comes up, I kind of wasn't expecting the part 1 to run as long as it did. That was my bad. I underestimated the time. We can basically go into the final pieces of the legwork and then do the actual rolling in and see how you guys fare next Monday.
I am down with that.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Because I am me, you guys have already gotten 5,000. Let's go ahead and do 2 karma for now for everybody. And if you get a run later this week, cool, awesome, fantastic. I will not stop you. However, if you die, that's going to make things very awkward. So don't die. And Lost, I know this is your first run. If you would like, if you need to do a resub, you totally can. I will shortlist that one since you are actively on a run and go through it with you if you need to. And otherwise, we'll go ahead and call it here, and we will reconvene next week, same time.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, awesome. Guys, thank you very much for playing with me here. I think the stream had a lot of fun. Sorry, Sarah.
I won't add the deck yet.
Yes, don't add the deck quite yet. I will personally say I'm overjoyed. I got to roleplay Colfina. I'm the one who wrote her. I actually played her in another system far, far away. So nice to see her getting some use. And I'll go ahead and cut the stream now. And everybody have a good evening.
See you.
Bye.